Hey, what's going on, guys? Gulliver here. Look what I got! Power of money! Yeah, boys. Quintus Prime in the defensive version. Each time a nearby building or outpost bot is destroyed, create a shark minion with 26% of builder's HP and damage, which includes 11k point 106 26%. That's close to 3k per minion, something like that, and almost 300 damage per second per minute. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not full power. Let me see if I get all these. It's like going to be 30%, something like that, right? Yeah, it's 30%. So I took off both of the self repairs and took out these ones. I think it's better. And I just leave the auto cannons with the explosive shells. I had one of each of the autocannon stuff. They're very, very whatever. Still don't know which is the best one. But it's like there. It's likely going to be used in the future for an upgrade. Like all these for a upgrade of like the decent, the more specific prime course. So while we don't have it, I think it's fine for us like equip Prime on MDS and Quintus on MDS. And I was like thinking, this is better than whatever generic one that you place in. Like this is better than self repair, attack, armor, death pulse, death wave, death whatever, that stun stuff. So it's much better. It's much better. I'm not sure about the positioning. If this shark's going to be here or here, whatever. Our beloved Decepticon outpost with obviously T2 Maxon have been finally released. And we have also 4 Decepticon outposts waiting to the release as well. So I have updated a little bit better the base. I have switched these energon turret with this missile launcher. Have made these laser turns like more horizontally aligned perfectly. And yeah, I think this base is very, very nice, very, very well good, very, very well designed. I think I'm really, really happy and satisfied with it for the moment. I have started as well to build these. I think it was time. To be honest, you don't have much stuff to waste the energy, the alloy. There's a lot of stuff that is maxed out. So instead of like saving for no reason and like being like a red a lot of the time, I just like wasted on these and started to upgrade this. And to be honest, it just upgraded 4x4. So like the next wave of upgrades are going to be these, and these 2 missiles, 2 shock towers, and 2 beam lasers. So I'll be absolutely fine with that. I'm thinking a little bit. I absolutely love the build bot mechanic, but I think that I place too much value on it. Like, being really honest, I think that the 2 anti-hacks and the 2 lightning rods are like too much. Like, it's weird because in the beginning I thought like, oh my god, Blades is so good, theirs is so good. And it is good as a viable option, but like, it doesn't work properly. I think that's like for the beginning, it's like fine, but for now, anti-acid. I think anti-acid's like much better. Um, Obviously, I had I have 5 FFDs, like 7 FFDs at some point, so they're absolutely necessary. Zone heals as well; they're much better. So, yeah, I think that it would be much better if I had like 4 beam lasers level 20 than to have lightning rods and anti-hacks at level at max level, for example. It would be much better to have. First, I shouldn't have been stupid to waste the target protocols I had to upgrade the incendiary guys. I should have kept the 4 and 4. Same thing that's like with the autocannon. This was 5 and 5 of each of the 2 different ones. I had 4 and 4 of each of the target protocol and incendiary, but I was like never using the target protocol. I think that I like learned from my mistake. I have 4 ricochets, but like the ricochets like mediocre damage, so I think it's like acceptable for you to use the ricochet to upgrade the laser turns if you have it. It's not something that's drastically change your game style. I think that eventually they can maybe buff these, maybe, very much maybe, but it's relevant. In the end, boys, in the end, prime course and prime course. That's what you're going to equip on these guys. Like, ignore the rest, to be really honest. Man, I am absolutely in love with this guy. I am honestly thinking, which is the best power core to equip on it? Fracas is ridiculous on this guy. And yeah, I'm thinking on it. There's 3 bots that I think that you should like use to upgrade a ranking on. Minerva / Flatland, because it's the best healer in the game. You gave her survivability, more healing. Just self-explanatory, I guess. The best gunner for like the most damage, the most damage that you can get through natural DPS. They have lower health, so you increase their HP. So you increase their survivability. If you have the 5 stars, this helps as well. So you have a really nice boost. I'm not sure if the Titan Tech tree increases HP as well of the guys. I think not. Warrior, Medicare, Class Combiner. Gunner Health, yeah, it increases. I'm sorry, I just forgot. So you have, from the standard, 25% increase on the gunners through the Titan Tech tree. Then you can have the scale of the 5-star bonus HP. Then you have the ranking plus 15% of HP. That gives us a total of more than 5%. It's going to be like 11, close to 12 K HP. It's going to be really good. It's going to be 11 to 12K. And it's level 60, like 10K for a gunner in terms of HP. I think it's really good. Let's organize these. Sadly, I'm going to have as parameter just the 4 stars, because the other 5 stars that are stuck at level 50, because they're not that good. Trigger happy is very decent, but like, why would you use trigger happy? Like having low HP and costing 8+2 if you can use T2 Max that has more HP. You have a reborn because it has more damage than Trigger Happy. It doesn't Trigger Happy needs Voltaren Mixture. T2 Max doesn't need anything, and you can apply these. So like it's a much better version. G7K. So like for the scale, Breakneck 8K and a half, Octopon 12K. Oh boy, that's something I haven't noticed before. Wild Rider 8K and a half. It's the same amount as the Breakneck. They actually made the same amount. This is interesting. 630, 629. Yeah, they have their similarities for sure. Don't bother too much about the setup right now. I'm focusing more on the 5-star. But I'm going to be like passing by the next ones here. Like, okay, so to be really honest, I just realized they are the lower HP gunners, I guess. Breakneck and Wild Rider. There are some guys that are level 50 here that have more HP than them. Spinosaur is evenly matching. Skull Smasher is like overwhelming advantage in comparison to the other ones. So yeah, that's absolutely plausible to understand. They have the most insane essays like in the game. Essay 11s basically, because their essays are good, but not essay 11s. Like, I think that I need to update a little bit my like I need to do some stuff like the best top 10 essay 11s or top 12, top X. SA11s in the game. I think that, for example, I just love some of the a lot of the bots here, but like SA11 Headstrong is like not broken, you know. It's just very good. But like Armada Max is a better SA11, for example. Octopunch. Which bot does that as an SA11? I forget. Yeah, it's the damage absorption after the decoy explodes. Not that good because why is just 6 seconds? Weird. So yeah, there's a lot of like bots that are like, it's just because I love the bots that I upgrade to SA11, like Headstrong. And because I wanted to have a max the most upgraded possible Headstrong, obviously. Full Tilt, the same thing, because I think it's really good. Like Soundwave is very good. Kawagon, I think they will eventually drop the like for 25 seconds to have the advantage, and like don't know. It's going to reflect some damage. I don't know. No, maybe. Acid Storm is decent. Wild Rider, 10 out of 10. They're going to give something to Flatline eventually, but like Run Amok's good as well. Like not amazing, but like good. Eventually I'm going to make a video about that. But I'm here to say that I'm absolutely amazed by how these guys performing. And I'm really being like serious right now. He's like so good. If you think about it, I never did like a focus on beginners videos. I just made like stuff that came to my head. But like, if you think about it, this is one of the best batches for beginners. Wild Rider's like amazing good. Predacon Inferno is one of the good bots in the game. Considered one of the better ones because Has a lot of damage, a lot of range, very versatile. He has a G1 that's like good. I think I have it. Maybe? Not sure. Or not. Yeah? Or no? Where is he? Found you? Yeah, I have it. Increase say damage and generate. Oh, really good. Similar to Armada Max, SA boost and damage absorption while shielded. Okay, really good. So like for beginners, a very very oh sorry, a very very strong versatile bot that applies a lot of damage. A very very like which is Predacon Inferno. A very like good a lot of damage and tactical like understanding like precision. Understanding like scales, understanding like oh this the proportion of HPs of every single defense. So like you must be aware like oh first shot I'm going to shoot in these defense, then I'm going to shoot at these defense, then I'm going to shoot in these defense, and I'm going to one shot every single defense perfectly because then have like a really well established line of every single defense line, you know. So Deluge for defense good as well. For offense it's not amazing, but like he's like one of the meta stuff for defense because crazy amount of health, reflect, a lot of good stuff. That confusing SA he has like weird bugs out offense, a lot. Lockdown to be honest like the most pathetic one to be honest. I really think this guy's like completely like out of the radar. Like nah, I would be really mad if I get to drop these one from this batch. But Drillhorn helps a lot to you to understand the importance and how to perform a good pathing. I think that this batch for beginners is one of the better ones that you can have for a beginner. It's a really good to be really like to start playing the game. For the most not exactly advanced one, I think this one is like nice because Junk Heap and Rampage, but it's not 10 out of 10. I think this one is simply amazing. Like you can have some fun with Spinister and Leozak. We have Sentius, which is a very nice bot. It's not amazing, but like it's a very decent bot. And like half share and T2 Max, I won't say they are for beginners because they like have a really high cost. So you have really for example, you have like you don't start with 30 something, 34, 36, 32 SA points at the beginning of the match. So if you use one or two times these essays with like 20 essays damage with 20 SA points and you don't destroy everything that you need, so you're going to be really in a bad spot. But for advanced like HQ 17, 16 plus, when you have more HP available to you and you have a really more experience in the game and you have like a better way to manage everything out, I think that these two bots are one of the best bots for like the most experienced players. Like I'm not saying that I'm like broke the best one, but you see what I do with T2 Max. Honestly, like just see my videos. I definitely perform above the average with this bot, and Half Shell's one of the good ones. I think he's like fine right now. I just played him a couple times just to test him during the weekend, and he's like doing well, like doing acceptable damage, destroying what you should do. I think that I destroyed a shock tower close to the shield gem. I'm not sure if the shock tower was the max level, but like that was his purpose. I think that destroying a MDS close to the shield gen with like the help of a glass of breakneck, or with a just before the shot or after the shot for the 30% instant destruction, or the 30% or 40%. Yeah, it's 40% damage boost through the glass, like absolutely fine. There's also this combo which I do. I do more stuff than with Wild Rider, which is this combo can basically take out anything in the game. Same if they have my Chronos Alchemist, because it's like it takes less than 5 seconds for you to do. You go wait until you see the wave of healing, activate Breakneck, go glass, activate Wild Rider, make the insane damage, and if it still survives, you go Breakneck again. It kills anything. I have tested 4 or 5 times when I had the chance, and it was absolutely gorgeous how effective this combo is. To be really honest, this is not good or bad for anything. It's just like random bots. People like skids a little bit, but I think it's not for me. I think that if you want like interesting bots and like good bots in general, I'm not talking about Headstrong. These bots like this bat's really good for you. Random Monk's a good one for defense, like for medium to beginner players. Gaia Hog for you to like do some spicy combos if you like. It's like a fun bot to mess around with. Reaper Sniper is one of the good ones as well. Like normally I use him alongside with Black Arachnia, because I think that's like nice how the way they perform together. It's really, really nice. It's really, really okay. You know what I mean? I think that these bots are like very nice the way they perform. And like Headstrong's obviously the shit in the game. This batch. The first two on the left here, they're not that amazing for beginners, but like Scourge is good. It's like versatile in a lot of ways. So you kind of have to, but like he's heavy as a 5+5, and there's Waspy on defense that's better. But it's something that's like spicy, something different that you can use. You know what I mean? So why not something different? Maybe, I guess. Impactor, one of the like okay, acceptable ones, but like not super good. It's very, very outdated. But the two on the middle for the right, Octopunch, good for beginners and mid experienced players. Like every player should use Octopunch. The best you can, just abuse it. Is a good mechanic. He's solo the reason why lightning rods are still in people's bases. Just think about that. It's the same thing. Like I think that more on these days, fire anti-fire T2 mags is the same thing for lightning rod Octopunch, but like lightning rod Octopunch was like reign supreme. Not reign supreme, but like they were like these focus since like ever in this game's history, basically since like from what I have studied from the game. Scrapnel is like one of the better bots for beginners. It's not a coincidence that's like one of the bots that you gain as a 2 or 3 star in the campaigns, I guess. 2 star, 3 star. I'm checking it out in a second, but like it's really, really good. You definitely should check it out. Invest. If you have the chance of having the 4 star, I would definitely recommend that. But I don't need that. But like it's really, really helpful and like very, very cheap for 2+2. Uh, Better ones, damage, consistency. You can have everything that you want for this batch. It's one of the better ones. I think that Dirge and Starscream are a little bit outdated, but our Mother Max is really good. Tarantulas, I'm talking like right now. I tested a little bit. It's going to be returned to the meta with the new weapon. I'm absolutely sure. And Breakneck, 10 out of 10. Then the rest, I absolutely think that you should absolutely ignore every single batch from 7 to the other side. Like, I haven't even considered the possibility of not even touching any of these patches. I have cleared Soundwave through the event we have a couple months ago, but it was 100% luck. I wouldn't even consider. If I get lung knot, strokes, brow, I would send my phone to the pool outside. Don't go for these batches. Invest in the most guaranteed stuff that you can have. I'm talking through the heart right now. Let me see if I have a good memory right now. So full tilt. Depend a lot of your game style. Depend a lot of how you interpret the match. Depend a lot of how you want to perform with your team. If you need a good like light scouter to like destroy like a couple of defenses, if you want to have some kind of a plan B to the alternative damage that you may have, which is the scouter for my T2 team. He's a very, very good guy for you to consider. I definitely would recommend this to you. But I think that what really shines on that batch is like Waspy. I think it's the like for generic like not generic players, but like for the generic like guys that would play the game. It's the best one of that batch. Let me see if I remember everyone. The Ruination parts like Scylla. People say it's not working yet. It haven't patched once or twice. So like I don't see him too much. Don't see too much. Sometimes I use with like just a team of like a couple of 5 stars that I have, but like just for fancy plays. But it's not like amazing necessarily any kind of specific strategy. So like live as it is. See, Phantom's like good, just don't match absolutely perfectly my game style. I think that I prefer other kinds of gunners and triple changers to my teams. Which was the other 5 star of? There's Runabout? It was Rodmus. Okay, this is good for beginners, I guess. Understanding the importance of the damage itself, like I think that this guy matches really well with Nexus because I want to see that damage, boy. Just I think that just makes sense. You can do some crazy combos. You can do like I think that this inspires people to be creative. To be honest, so I would not consider this batch very much. But like, if you think like, oh, I need Waspy to link up my team, or I need Rodimus to link up my team, 2 out of 3, fine. Or I need like a kind of a versatile, decent gunner that have like okay DPS and good SA damage. C-Fan is kind of a decent option. I'm not gonna lie. So just I think that's very, very much viable, very, very much viable, very much considerable. as a batch. So the next one, the Coolagoon one, like I think that for every single stage in the game, uh, if you like Coolagoon as I do, you definitely should consider this guy. He's one of the better bots in the game until this day. I think that Asset Storm, it's close to uh, Wild Rider in the sense of tactical things that you can do, killing build bots, destroying defenses that are like with uh, acids that are getting healed by stuff around them because of the acid stops the healing. Some defense that have received a little bit of damage, so they can't. So like the lower damage of the SA like allows you to capitalize on that. 5k is not like that much to be free to understand. It's like a 5-star level 64, and it has the same level of the 4-star. Not even that. Starscream has even more damage. 1k more damage than that. So like for tactical plays, I think that Asset Storm is more for the experienced players. I think that you can get really frustrated if you get like Asset Storm and be like, oh, I'm going to do some massive damage with this guy. I think that you should focus on Starscream, Blast Off, Thundercracker, the 4+2 area guys. They're more simple to use. They're more like effective to use. Until like zone 70, 18, they're like the best bots. Like one of the best bots in the game for you to like one shot snipe stuff out. It's just like a easier way to deal with stuff, to be really honest. Then we have runabouts. People like runabout a lot, but they every time I see like people like rating stuff, rating bots in the game, they place runabout really high. I don't. It's just about that don't match my game style. You can place hit burn on it, which is like nice, I guess. I really like that guy. Like it's not like amazing. Drag trip. I think this bot's kind of a flop in this game. Like there's no effective way for you to use him correctly. I actually regret a little bit of have upgraded him so much. You have the G1 core, which is nice, which boosts his damage, but like damage of boost is 60.5% of like a ridiculous low amount. It's like a less ridiculous amount of damage, and you create a decoy, but like it's a decoy of a gunner. Like who cares? Yeah, it's just a flop, to be honest. I think that on this batch is also the one from Bludgeon. I have as the first warrior 5-star that I have unlocked. He's really good because he disables defenses along the way when you use the SA. I'm not sure how. I think that G1 Bludgeon is a bot that's good for you to use the Liege on, because I think that like it matters a little bit more in my head. I'm not sure exactly why, but like for example, if bots are being a problem in certain scenario, you could go like, okay, I will destabilize the defenses along the way just to guarantee that they're not going to mess around my stuff. And then when I'm going to destabilize the defenses, I'm going to hack the opponent's bots, the outpost bots, to like help dealing with with a certain situation. While with the Headstrong, I use my Chronos with double crossers like shield the team, to heal the team, attract stuff to him. Actually thinking a little bit better. Bludgeon with Micronus and double crosser would not be bad because you could you could go destabilize the defenses, then shoot your team and heal your team for the like bot that you're trying to like attract to you, and you could headstrong with the liege going into the bot that you're trying to hack after he uses the SA, and then you're spreading acid, so the defense that you cross along the way, they won't heal, so it's more damage, like more secure damage that the outpost bot that you're hacking is going to do, like is going to apply more damage because you're aciding stuff. I'm not sure if you hack, for example, if T2 is on the outpost, I'm not sure if you hack T2 with an area of damage, he's going to be like, no, he doesn't have a fire as a passive, sorry. But like, if you hack like something that has top shot on, and the acid's like spreading around, I'm not sure if it's going to boost the DPS of the fire acid combo. I'm not sure. It would be really, really weird. But like ideas. So like you have like advantages of every single scenario with double crosser, liege, Micronus on both bludgeon and headstrong. So like consider these situations. They're both kind of acceptable and very decent, I guess. I just realized this situation. I think that Micronus double crosser on bludgeon is actually for protection is a little bit better, to be honest. I think that liege, liege headstrong is more aggressive. Yeah, just think about it. Think about it for a bit. It has a G1, but like you want control more when you're taunting defenses or not. You don't want to have a chance of randomly taunting the defenses. I feel it's weird. You know what I mean? And like, because of T2, Acid Fire, 3+1, it's obviously why I prefer Headstrong. And you have the acid reduction. I was talking about like standard, like same level, bludgeon and headstrong. Not even mentioning like the speed reduction, for example. So stick with that in mind. So it was Kula, acid, bludgeon, runnable drag to right. Okay, for the next one, I think this one is good for mid-term players. Because Trust is like not amazing of a bot, but it's like is usable in some ways. It doesn't have a. I think that if it had like more damage and a really good like power core, it could be more viable. But like these guys of like go ham mode and alternative mode or whatever, and then for 10 seconds you fire a lot of stuff like these guy not run amok, sorry, the gimmick team that I use with the 5 stars and the 4 stars. I think it's saved here. These guys like Sentius, Impactor, Trust, if they don't have a significant amount of damage, it's like they're going to be likely like whatever, you know what I mean? So like Uh, just to have a notion of scale, Armada Max and Trust. Where is Trust? Trust. Then Sentius. No, I want a naked one. Impactor. Yeah, like uh, uh, 37 damage. It's basically 37 damage per damage per second plus the bounce from once. Impactor has so like it's 37 for 10 seconds is almost 4k. It's basically 4k if you consider the bouncing damage. Basically for 10 seconds your being causes 2k, a little more than 2k damage. It's like half of the damage, a little bit more than, a little bit less than half, a little bit more than half actually. And this guy, 33.9, reflect, but since it is in an aerial, he dies really fast. He doesn't have an absorption, has reflection, so like he's very much success. He opens himself to a lot of stuff, and it is a 5+3, not a 5+2. Let's think about the Sentius, just to have a notion of scale and comparison. Yeah, 434 without these, let's see, 359. Yeah, it's good. I think that the damage in the reflection is one of the things that shines a lot on Armada Max with the bouncing stuff. And normally people use the shockwave tech on it, so it's like even more like realistic. But if you think about, you can have some fun with it. Like, for example, it's a very gimmicky thing, and I mean a lot gimmicky. But like, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. I was thinking like another day about a thing like that. These obviously, and even this one, and I don't know. This one you can place like pterodactyl on this one, hit burn on this one. So there are a lot. So they all are going to have like a lot of damage, like acceptable damage, some kind of protection slash healing slash something that like helps them to stay alive. Where is the other thing that I place on the team? Yeah, it's just that. So like, you can have this kind of like scenarios, this type of combinations of teams, but like they're not realistically viable. Like, just Armada Max is like the above the average guys since ever, I guess. So these bots are not to be like very much considerable in, like I guess in like early levels is like fine, but like in mid-term levels, in mid for middle players, like I think that's the time when they're starting to realize, oh, this is not worth anymore, right? So you're starting to focus more on bots like these one, like centralized damage. You're going to play around with more specific stuff, but where you're going to play around against better bases. So the clusters are going to appear a little bit more oftenly. So you're going to need some outs for that, and then you're going to say, oh, Tiger Happy is like one of the good guys for outs in this stuff. So you definitely should consider that out more than anything. We have also the second best one shot in the game. Talking about the 4 stars, because it has a little bit less damage than the 4-star Skywarp. But with the 5-star, I think that if I'm not wrong, he is the one that has the most damage for all the 5-stars, if I'm not wrong. So you can definitely be fun with it. It has a guarantee like survivability because of the decoys with this amount of HP. You basically like duplicate the HP of the bot because it's 3 times 40%, so it's 120. So like basically a little bit more than 10k on the battlefield. So like tactically, these one and these one are very 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 good. Like they're not absolutely gorgeous, but like they're really really good. Like consider that they're not like they just don't match my game style, but I definitely could consider these to be a decent upgrade to my account, to be honest. Dinobot 2, it's not a very good one because of I think the low damage, and I have a level 8 5-star Barrow and still 350 DPS, but the HP is like very good. The scale that you have with the minion guys is Dinobot 2 is the highest HP and lowest DPS. It's the opposite of GNU, which is the highest DPS and lower HP, and the Soundwave is the middle term, but a little bit more above the middle term. Like he has like 70% of the HP of Dinobot and 60-70% of the HP of GNU. That's why basically Soundwave is the better minion dropper guy. And weird enough, the SA11, I'm not sure if I'm not understanding this too much, but like you don't get a very very much good SA11. Like you have the minions make like good attacks for like 15 seconds, like decent damage, but I'm not sure how good and effective it is. It has good damage. I'm not sure if you could place amalgamas on it and be like amazing. I tried a lot of these in the past, not so distant past, because I was like, oh my god, this bot's broken because you make 4 mini Kulagoons attacking everything, but in theory is a thing, but on practice is completely different. So sadly like is like a very very it's a fun bot, don't get me wrong, but like it's not like top tier stuff, I guess. Trigger, Happy Trust, Soundtracker, Thundercracker, and obviously this is to be on everyone's team, mid player, lower player, experienced player, a long-term player in the game. It is the best concept of healer in every single game. Like that makes the tower that heals yourself and heals the team as well. Really, really good, really, really strong. The 5-star adds a spicy survivability with the extra HP. It's really really good. I think that gives you the freedom for you to use Alpha Trion instead of Vector Prime, which was one thing that I was doing before, because I was like not much safe with the amount of times the flatline was insta dying. With the 4-star, I'm not sure if something weird was bugging out the game, but like I think the flatline surviving the way I think that it should right now. So yeah, guys, I think that's pretty basically that much it for the video. I ended up making a video talking about the batches for like beginners and experienced players. Uh, I think that in terms of like overall experience in the game, I think that I understand a lot of the mechanics. I think that I understand a lot of like why this was so good in the beginning, why this is so trash right now, and why this was like, oh, weird. Why would I use these? But like now I see why it's really good. I think that I have like evolved kind of quickly. So I have like, I have watched some of the first videos I saw in the channel. I think that is nice because I have some concepts that's like they stick. Like, okay, I fought these, and I was like one of the conviction that I had and stick that. But there was other things that I was like, okay, these I definitely changed my mind on. So yeah, that's really, really good. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Gulliver out. Oh boy.